श्री कमलाम्बिकया कटाक्षितोऽहं रागशङ्कराभरणं तालं रूपकम्. This is the third Avarana Kirtanam and all the words are in Tritiya Vibhakti. I am graced by Kamalambika's glance. Hence, I am of the nature of Brahmananda, full of joy and free of the afflictions of samsara. She who is worshipped by Indra and other gods. Pakashasanadi Sakala Devata Sevitaya. Indra is known as Pakashasana because he killed the Rakshasa named Paka with his thunderbolt like Vajrayudha. This is outlined in Brahmanda Purana, Srimad Bhagavata and elsewhere. Pankajasanadi Panchakritya Kritbhavitaya. Paradevata apportions her Shakti to Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, Ishvara, Sadashiva and places them in charge of Srishti creation, Sthiti sustenance, Samhara destruction, Tirodhana veiling and Anugraha grace. Hence, she who is always meditated upon by Brahma, who is seated on a lotus, and the others who do the 5 acts. Shokahara Chaturapadaya, one whose feet are adept at removing sorrow. Shokha here is the sorrow due to ajnana. This idea of the expert feet is mentioned by Sri Bhagavad Pada in Saundarya Lahari as Bhayat Ratum Datum Phalamapi Chavanchasamadhikam Sharanye Lokanam Tavahi Charanau Eva Nipunau. So these are the Shokahara Chatura Padaya. Mukha Mukhya Vak Pradaya, one who gives Vak or speech to Mukha Kavi, who was mute, and he later composed the Mukha Panchashati due to her grace and also became the 20th Acharya of the Kamakoti Peetham. Kokanada Vijaya Padaya, one whose feet is more beautiful than the red lotus. Kokanada. Guruguha Tatrai Padaya. Guruguha is Subramanya and his Swarupa is Brahma Swarupa. On Subramanya and the nature of Brahmanya, one can refer to Mahaswamigal's exposition on Sri Subramanyaya Namaste. Here, Guruguha Tatrai Padaya means she is the Brahma Swarupa, which is represented by the Tattvamasi Vakya and which was expounded by Subramanya. The Mahavakya Tattvam Asi is denotative, what is called as Lakshyartha of this Brahma Swarupa. It is made up of 3 words, Traipada, Tattvam and Asi, that you are. And this is imparted while instructing someone into Brahma Vidya. Ananga Kusumad Yashta Shaktya Karaya. She is the form of the 8 Shaktis beginning with Ananga Kusuma, Ananga Meghala and so on. These Shaktis are called Guptatara Yogini and they represent the agitations of the mind, Samkshobana and various other mental states. Hence, Dikshitar says, Arunavarna Samkshobana Chakrakaraya. This chakra is red and it is made up of an 8-petaled lotus, and even the worship here is done with Rakta Pushpa, that is red flowers. Worshipping this Avarana removes the Samkshobana or the turbulences of the mind for the sadhaka. Ananta Kotyanda Nayaka Shankara Nayikaya. Nanda is composed of several lokas, that is beginning with Bhu, Bhuvar, Suvar above and Atala, Vitala, Sutala below. So she creates crores of such andas. Like Lalita Sahasranama says, Unmesha Nimishotpanna Vipanna Bhuvanavalihi. She opens her eyes, a stream of lokas emanate. And when she closes her eyes, these lokas get absorbed right into it. So these lokas, the adipati of these lokas is Parameshwara, and she is the Nayika or the consort of this Parameshwara. And by the word Shankara, the Suchita Ragamudra Shankarabharana is also mentioned as Shankara Nayika. The Nayika is the Abharana of Shankara. Then Ashtavargatmaka Guptataraya Varaya. So these Guptatara yoginis have mantra, each have certain mantras. In Mantra Shastra, the Matruka Varna or the set of Varnas are very important, as each of these are mantras and they also are the nature of the goddess herself. Hence she is called as Matruka Varna Rupini. The yoginis here are worshipped with the 8 groups of mantras beginning with Kavarga, Kham Kham Gham Gham Nyam, and so on up to Lam and Lam. So these 35 hulls or consonants are of 8 groups, Ashtavargatmaka. Anangadi Upasitaya Ashtadalabjastitaya. The Panchadashi mantra of the goddess has had many upasakas. Manushchandra Kuberascha Lopa Mudra Chamanmatah Agastiragnis Suryascha Indraskanda Shivastata Krodhabhattarako Devya Dvadashami Upasakaha. Among these, Manmata or Ananga is the one without Sharira, is one of the upasakas, and he was burnt by Shiva's third eye, and due to Rati Devi's prarthana, Amba gave him a new life, not created of Sthula Sharira, but of her own power, and thus he was called Ananga, or one without a Anga. The name of the yoginis also begin with Ananga. This means that they do not have any form. Ashtadalabjastitaya. As mentioned, this avarana is an 8-petaled lotus, Ashtadala Padma. Dhanurbana Tarakaraya Dhayasudha Sagaraya. So this is almost a Virodhalankara, where there is a contradiction, in apparent contradiction. She bears all these arms and weapons, yet here she is full of compassion for her bhaktas. Finally, there is in each of the avaranas, there is an idea of linking the macrocosm or the anda with what is in our sharira, the pinda or microcosm. So the famous Shakta Grantha known as Bhavanopanishad connects each of the elements in our body with its macrocosmic equivalent. Thus, there is a rahasyartha behind each avarana. In this kirtana, this is indicated by the constant use of the word ananga. The avarana represents the state of sushupti or sleep. In the state of sleeping, one sees nothing. There are no physical forms. There is no physical action. Only the experiencer or the pramatha remains. When a person sleeps and wakes up, the only thing they say are, I slept well and I slept unaware of everything. So the I here is the Ananga Jiva without any connection to Sharira, and the experience of Sukha and Jnana are what remain. The Devatas in this chakra represent this mental vritti, and Paradevata as Tripura Sundari is the Sakshi or witness to all these states: wakefulness, sleep, and dreaming.